Always remember, dicks are like boomerangs. They always come back. The reason why men always come back is because a lot of the times they don't miss you. They miss the power they had over you. And the only way that they can yield their power is through them being present in your life. A lot of the times, the men that you love look confident, all because you're giving them the power by emotionally giving them and without them giving you anything in return. But as soon as you strip them of that power, which is not having you physically there, all of a sudden they notice their powerlessness. People can only yield power through a physical presence or through them having a way of communicating with you. When you strip them of that means of communication, that means of yielding power, all of a sudden they feel helpless and they come back to you to relive that power that you gave them. To learn more, follow me on Instagram or follow me here.
There is really only two reasons why your ex is trying to come back into your life, and one of them you need to be aware of, because if not, you are going to only get hurt more than what you are right now. The first reason is the most obvious, and it's the one that you want, in that they realize that they actually want to try to make things work out again. They are actively trying to communicate their feelings and where the relationship went wrong, and also try to communicate with you and understand where you are at and trying to work things out with you. The second reason, which is what you want to be aware of, is that they are afraid of losing you, and in doing so, they're trying to keep you around just in case they realize that they made a major mistake. You'll pretty much know that this is happening when they are trying to reach out to you and trying to work things out again, and then you think things are going well, you make plans to work things out, and then all of a sudden things switch up. They're not the same, they're not texting you back, or they cancel the plans that they made with you. You are basically going on an emotional roller coaster that you do not want to be on, and it's important for you to be aware of this, because I know that your mind, body, and spirit is going to try to tell you that this is them trying to do everything they can to make things work out, but it is ultimately inevitably going to lead to you being even more hurt than you are right now.
I hate to break it to you, but just because he keeps coming back, that does not mean he wants you. That doesn't even mean that he loves you. That doesn't even mean that you're his favorite. What I do know is, if a man continues to show you that he does not want you, and y'all go through this whole toxic situation of the back and forth, the reason why he keeps coming back is not because he's choosing to. It's because you always keep the door open. As soon as he check back to see if you still stuck on stupid, you there you go, opening the door with a big smile on your face. Ain't nothing changed. He's still gonna do you wrong. He's still gonna cheat on you. He's still gonna mentally sabotage you. And listen, when a man affects you emotionally and mentally, you know how hard it is to get out of that pit, because you start believing the lies that he tells you. You start believing that he's the best that God has for you. You start believing that ain't nobody gonna love you like he do. And that's a lie.
Hey friends, welcome to Big Sisters channel. So in today's video, we are discussing the most important topic, which is why do ex come back to us? So I had to put the videos together, which people have been explaining to you, why do the exes come back. I also want to add on what I think about this video and why do they come back, okay? So why do exes come back? So there are several reasons, and understanding them can help you navigate these situations better. First of all, one of the most common reasons, loneliness. As time passes, people often forget the negative aspects of their relationship and start reminiscing about the good times. They remember the fun dates, the laughter, and the connection you shared. This nostalgic feeling can be powerful, especially if they're feeling lonely or going through a rough patch. Suddenly, reaching out to you seems like a comforting idea. So another thing that I want to talk about is FOMO. This the fear of missing out. Social media plays a big role here. If your ex sees you moving on, living your best life, and maybe even dating someone new, they might feel a pang of regret. They start wondering if they made a mistake and if someone else is enjoying what they once had. This fear can drive them to reach out, hoping re- to reconcile what was lost. Sometimes an ex comes back because they have genuine change, breakups can be a catalyst for personal growth. Maybe they have had time to reflect on their actions and realize where they went wrong. They might have worked on themselves and now feel ready to make amends and give the relationship another shot, believing they have become a better partner. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about, exes also come back seeking closure. Unresolved issues can linger in someone's mind, making her to fully move on by reaching out. They might be looking to clarify past misunderstanding, apologize for their mistakes, or simply have a heartfelt conversations. Closure can be healing process for both parties involved. Another thing is comfort and familiarity are powerful motivators. When life gets tough, people often seek solace in what's familiar. If your ex is going through a difficult time, they might reach out to you because you represent a safe and comforting presence. It's not necessarily about rekindling the romance, but finding emotional support in someone they once trusted. And then there is also the classic case of testing the waters. Sometimes an ex reaches out just to see if there's still a spark. They might not have a clear intention to get to back together, but they are curious if there is still a connection. This can be confusing and emotionally challenging, so it's important to train carefully and understand their future intentions. Another thing, how should you handle it when your ex comes back? That's a very important question. So I'll just give you some few things that you need to consider. So don't rush into decisions. Take your time to understand your own feelings and whether you genuinely want to reconnect or if you're just reacting to the sudden contact. If you decide to engage with your ex, communicate your boundaries and intentions clearly. This helps to prevent misunderstandings and ensure both of you are on the same page. So consider why the relationship ended in the first place, how those issues being resolved or even they're likely to resurface. Reflecting on these questions can help you make a more informed decisions. Above all, prioritize your emotions, well-being. Reconnecting with an ex can be emotionally taxing. So make sure you are in a good place mentally and emotionally before diving back into it. So remember, just because an ex comes back doesn't mean you have to take them back. It's very important to do what's best for you and your future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss any update. Drop your thoughts in the drop your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye. Take care.